Along the northwestern edge of Saudi Arabia, where the desert meets the Red Sea and mountains rise from barren land, a city unlike anything ever attempted is taking shape. This is not an expansion of an existing metropolis. It is not a collection of buildings growing organically over time. It is a city designed from nothing, drawn first on digital maps, simulated in supercomputers, and then forced into reality through engineering on a scale rarely seen in human history. This city is called NEOM, planned to span more than 26,000 square kilometers. NEOM is not just a city, it is an experiment in how humans might live in the future. Powered by renewable energy, driven by artificial intelligence, and built in one of the harshest environments on Earth. This is the story of how Saudi Arabia is attempting to build the most ambitious megacity ever conceived. Why NEOM exists. Saudi Arabia's geography has always shaped its destiny. Vast deserts dominate the landscape. Cities grew where trade routes and water allowed them to survive. But in the 21st century, geography alone was no longer enough. As global energy markets began to shift, Saudi Arabia faced a defining challenge: how to prepare for a future beyond oil. The answer was not simply diversification, it was reinvention. NEOM was conceived as a cornerstone of Vision 2030, a national plan to transform Saudi Arabia's economy, infrastructure, and global role. The goal was to create a new type of urban center, one that could attract talent, technology, and investment from around the world. But first, it had to be built from scratch. Choosing one of the hardest locations on Earth, the NEOM region is vast, remote, and extreme. Summer temperatures regularly exceed 45 degrees Celsius. Rainfall is minimal. The terrain includes mountains, deserts, and untouched coastline. There was no existing infrastructure capable of supporting a city of millions. Every road, power line, water system, and port would have to be created. Construction materials would need to be transported across long distances. Workers would have to operate under extreme heat and isolation. From an engineering perspective, NEOM was not chosen because it was easy. It was chosen because it was possible. The line, "A city reimagined." At the heart of NEOM lies its most controversial and ambitious concept, the line. Instead of spreading outward like traditional cities, the line is designed as a straight, narrow urban structure stretching more than 170 kilometers across the desert. It is planned to be only 200 meters wide, yet hundreds of meters tall, with mirrored facades reflecting the surrounding landscape. The idea is radical. No cars, no streets, no urban sprawl. Transportation is vertical and underground. High-speed transit systems are designed to move residents from one end of the city to the other in minutes. Daily needs are located within walking distance, eliminating long commutes entirely. From an engineering standpoint, this requires extreme precision. The entire structure must remain perfectly aligned across vast distances, despite temperature changes, shifting ground, and seismic activity. Digging the foundation of a megacity. Before buildings could rise, the land itself had to be reshaped. Massive excavation operations began, removing millions of cubic meters of rock and sand to create stable foundations. In mountainous regions, entire sections of terrain were cut back. In desert zones, ground stabilization techniques were applied to prevent settlement and erosion. Surveyors used satellite positioning and laser guidance to maintain centimeter-level accuracy across the site. Any deviation could compound over distance, making precision non-negotiable. This was not construction in phases. It was construction at continental scale, powering a city without fossil fuels. NEOM is designed to operate entirely on renewable energy. Solar farms stretch across vast areas of the region, capturing intense desert sunlight. Wind turbines line coastal and elevated zones, harvesting consistent sea and mountain winds. Energy storage systems balance supply and demand around the clock. One of NEOM's most ambitious goals is large-scale green hydrogen production. Renewable energy is used to split water into hydrogen and oxygen, creating a clean fuel that can power industry, transport, and export markets. Building this energy system requires new grids, advanced storage technologies, and digital management systems capable of balancing energy flows in real time. The city's power infrastructure is as complex as the city itself. Solving water in a waterless land. Water is one of NEOM's greatest challenges. There are no rivers. Groundwater is limited. Rainfall is unpredictable. To supply the city, NEOM relies on advanced desalination plants along the Red Sea. These facilities use reverse osmosis to convert seawater into fresh drinking water, powered by renewable energy to minimize environmental impact. From the coast, water is pumped inland through extensive pipeline networks, climbing elevation changes and feeding storage reservoirs across the region. Wastewater is treated, recycled, and reused wherever possible. Every drop is monitored, measured, and optimized. In NEOM, water is not wasted, it is engineered, building a digital city from day one. Unlike traditional cities that evolve over centuries, NEOM is being built as a digital native city. Sensors embedded throughout infrastructure monitor traffic, energy use, air quality, and structural health. Artificial intelligence systems analyze data continuously, adjusting systems to improve efficiency and safety. Buildings are designed with automation in mind. Maintenance is predictive rather than reactive. Urban planning adapts in real time based on usage patterns. The city itself functions as a machine, responsive, adaptive, and constantly learning. The role of robotics and automation. Given the scale and environment, human labor alone is not enough. Autonomous vehicles transport materials across construction zones. Drones survey sites and inspect structures. Robotic systems assist with repetitive and high-risk tasks. Automation reduces construction time, increases precision, and limits exposure to extreme heat. In NEOM, robotics are not optional. They are essential. Environmental preservation at massive scale. Despite its size, NEOM is designed to preserve large portions of its natural environment. Protected zones restrict development. Wildlife corridors are planned to allow animal movement. Coastal ecosystems are monitored to minimize damage from construction. The goal is not to erase the landscape, but to integrate development within it, a balance that few mega projects have ever attempted successfully. Progress, controversy, and reality. NEOM is not without controversy. Its cost is immense, its timeline ambitious, its concepts unprecedented. Critics question feasibility. Supporters argue that innovation requires risk. From an engineering perspective, NEOM is not a finished city. It is a living experiment unfolding in real time. Why NEOM matters? NEOM represents a shift in how nations think about cities. Instead of reacting to growth, it attempts to design for the future from the beginning. Instead of adapting old systems, it replaces them entirely. Whether it succeeds fully or not, NEOM is already influencing urban planning, renewable energy development, and large-scale infrastructure worldwide. Engineering a future that does not yet exist. Building NEOM is not about solving today's problems. It is about anticipating tomorrow's. Every tunnel dug, every foundation poured, every system installed is part of a larger question. How will humans live in a world shaped by climate change, automation, and technological acceleration? NEOM is Saudi Arabia's answer to that question. Built not in theory, but in steel, concrete, and code. So now you've seen how Saudi Arabia is attempting to build the most ambitious megacity on Earth, designing an entire urban system from nothing in one of the harshest environments on the planet. Do you think cities like NEOM represent the future? Or are they too ambitious to succeed? Let me know your thoughts and join me for the next story of engineering reshaping the world.